Emmerdale has revealed the next resident who has caught Serena Sugden's attention, as her suspicious behaviour continues to raise questions. Serena Sugden, who arrived in the village last month, has quickly become one of the soap's biggest mysteries. Since making her debut, she has been secretly searching for information about the late John Sugden, who lost his life after being killed by Victoria during the Emmerdale special. In Friday's episode, Serena's deception finally came to light when Aaron and Robert realised she had been dishonest about the last time she saw John. After Chas uncovered photographs on Serena's phone showing her with John while he was hiding out in December, Aaron and Robert demanded that she leave the village. During Monday's episode, Kim was startled after discovering someone had broken into Home Farm and grabbed a shotgun for protection. Warning the intruder to reveal themselves, she soon realised they had already escaped through the back of the property. She then instructed Ross, her head of operations, to investigate and handed him a list of possible suspects. Ross's investigation got off to a poor start when he wrongly accused Moira of the break-in, only to be firmly dismissed. He later confronted Robert, leading to a tense argument with Aaron before Serena stepped in to calm the situation. After Ross departed, Aaron questioned why Serena had returned after being told to leave. She used the opportunity to explain her connection to John directly to Robert. Serena revealed that John had stayed with her family after leaving the army, so his unexpected arrival at their home had not seemed unusual. She explained that after seeing television reports identifying John as a wanted man, they confronted him. According to Serena, John insisted everything was a misunderstanding and claimed he had only been trying to help people. Serena added that John accused Robert of framing him for murder, leaving both her and her mother feeling sympathetic towards him. She said John later disappeared, and they eventually learned he had died. Her explanation convinced Robert to allow her to remain for a little longer, although Aaron remained deeply suspicious of her motives. Back at Home Farm, Kim realised that a USB drive had been stolen during the break-in. The episode later showed Serena examining the files stored on the device, but she appeared disappointed by what she found. With Serena now in possession of Kim's stolen data, the mystery deepens over what information she is searching for and why she is so interested in Kim. 10 major Emmerdale spoilers for next week, 27 to 31st of July. Next week's episodes of Emmerdale see old emotions resurfacing between Dawn and Billy, leaving Joe at risk of discovering the truth. Elsewhere, 2 separate break-ins at Home Farm unfold for completely different motives, while Caleb hits an unexpected setback involving Kane. Here's a look at the biggest storylines coming up. 1. Gabby suddenly collapses. Gabby becomes increasingly obsessed with healthy living, but her new lifestyle takes a worrying turn when she suddenly faints in the kitchen. Dawn finds her and urges her to visit the surgery to make sure nothing serious is wrong. After examining Gabby, Manpreet notices her blood pressure is slightly lower than normal and recommends taking a pregnancy test to rule out any concerns. 2. Dawn updates Billy. The results reveal that Gabby is not pregnant with Billy's child. Dawn is relieved by the news, but grows uneasy when Gabby admits she is considering stopping her contraceptive pills as part of her health-focused lifestyle. Believing Billy deserves to know, Dawn tells him about Gabby's decision. Gabby feels betrayed that Dawn shared something she had told her in confidence, while Joe starts wondering if Gabby's suspicions are true and whether Dawn still has feelings for Billy. 3. Billy gives in to old feelings. Dawn becomes alarmed after finding a detention notice in Lucas's pocket, proving he has been in trouble at school without telling anyone. She turns to Billy for support, and as they deal with the situation together, old memories begin resurfacing. Overcome by emotion, Billy tries to kiss Dawn, but she quickly pulls away just as Joe appears. Dawn is left wondering whether Joe witnessed the awkward moment. 4. Joe raises more suspicions. Joe organises a family meal at the Hyde and invites Kim, Graham, Dawn, Billy and Gabby to join him. Graham suspects Joe has an ulterior motive for bringing everyone together and begins to question whether Joe already knows something about Billy and Dawn. 5. Joe renews his feud with Caleb. Joe becomes frustrated after Caleb interferes with his latest effort to repair his relationship with Noah. He heads to the depot to confront Caleb, leaving Caleb worried that Joe could discover his illegal counterfeit car parts operation. Trying to avoid drawing attention, Caleb remains polite throughout their conversation, but his unusual behaviour only makes Joe more suspicious. Joe later asks Graham to investigate further, and Graham secretly watches the depot while taking photographs. 6. Steve creates fresh trouble for Kev. Kev's unreliable old friend Steve spots an opportunity for easy money and suggests they should target Home Farm in a robbery. Kev immediately rejects the idea, insisting he wants to keep out of trouble now that the village is his home. While Kev focuses on preparing for Lewis's birthday, Steve continues planning the burglary behind his back, raising fears that Kev could soon be dragged into the scheme. 7. Vinny becomes jealous. Kev also faces tension elsewhere as Vinny appears uncomfortable seeing him grow closer to Lewis. His cold attitude leaves questions over whether there is a deeper issue waiting to emerge. 8. Serena and Steve cross paths. Serena receives a phone call confirming that the USB drive stolen from Home Farm contained nothing of value. Determined to keep searching, she returns to Home Farm, only to unknowingly arrive at the same time Steve is carrying out his own burglary. The pair unexpectedly encounter each other before both are forced into hiding when Ross suddenly arrives. 9. Kane turns Caleb down. As Caleb expands his counterfeit car parts business, he asks Kane to introduce him to useful contacts within the motor trade. To Caleb's disappointment, Kane refuses to get involved, making it clear he wants no part in the illegal operation. 10. Kane and Moira remain divided. Kane and Kyle finally manage to repair their relationship after recent tensions. However, while that situation improves, Moira is left frustrated because her own problems with Kane remain unresolved, showing their marriage is still far from being back on track. Emmerdale changes Noah Dingle's exit storyline as Charity is caught off guard. Emmerdale has altered Noah Dingle's departure storyline, leaving Charity completely stunned by his latest decision. With rumours continuing that Noah could soon leave the village, Tuesday's episode revealed a major twist. Reports emerged last month, claiming Noah would be leaving the ITV soap after many years on screen, although the show has yet to officially confirm the exit. In recent episodes, Noah had been considering a fresh start overseas, while quietly applying for jobs without telling his family. His secret plans moved forward this week when he revealed to his close friend Jacob Sugden that he had successfully secured a job in Dusseldorf. Although delighted to receive the offer, Noah admitted he was anxious about breaking the news to Charity, especially given everything she had been dealing with recently. Jacob encouraged him to be honest, insisting his mother would ultimately be pleased for him. Elsewhere, Charity was in high spirits while chatting with Mac before Noah arrived to share his exciting news. Her happiness quickly turned to heartbreak when he revealed he intended to fly to Germany the very next day. Later, Charity struggled to hide her emotions while visiting the cafe, where she opened up to Nicola about how she was feeling. She confessed that although she was incredibly proud of Noah, she also felt guilty for wishing he would stay. Nicola reassured her that those emotions were perfectly understandable. Back at home, Charity tearfully began helping Noah prepare for his departure by packing his belongings. Noah apologized for keeping his plans secret and gently asked whether she wanted him to remain in the village. Even so, Charity insisted he should not give up such an important opportunity. Emmerdale is broadcast on weekday evenings at 8 p.m. on ITV1, while new episodes are also available to stream from 7 a.m. on ITVX and YouTube.